Two global giants. Two economic powerhouses. But when it comes to technology, military strength, economy, and influence, who truly reigns supreme? Let's break it down, the US versus China on 10 major factors. Number 1. Economy. US GDP. Over $25 trillion, the largest in the world. China GDP, around $18 trillion, but growing rapidly. China is the world's largest manufacturer, while the US leads in the service sector. Number 2. Military power. US defense budget, $800+ billion, the highest globally. China's defense budget, $230 billion, but rising fast. The US has 11 aircraft carriers, while China has 3, but is expanding rapidly. Number 3. Technology and innovation. The US dominates in AI, software, and space exploration. China leads in 5G, supercomputers, and facial recognition. The US has Apple, Google, Microsoft, while China has Huawei, Alibaba, Tencent. Number 4. Manufacturing and trade. China is the world's factory, producing 30% of global goods. The US is the world's largest importer, spending over $3 trillion annually. China is the number 1 trading partner for over 120 countries. Number 5. Education and research. The US has 8 of the top 10 universities. China is investing heavily in research and development. The US still attracts the most international students, but China is catching up. Number 6. Space exploration. The US leads with NASA, SpaceX, and Mars missions. China's Tiangong space station and Moon rover missions are making waves. China became the first country to land on the far side of the Moon in 2019. Number 7. Artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. China leads in AI patents, facial recognition, and surveillance tech. The US dominates in AI software with companies like OpenAI and Google DeepMind. China has over 500 million surveillance cameras, the most in the world. Number 8. Infrastructure and development. China has over 40,000 kilometers of high-speed rail. The US has better road networks but lacks high-speed rail. China builds 5 skyscrapers per week, more than any other country. Number 9. Global influence and diplomacy. The US has more global military alliances, NATO, Five Eyes, etc. China's Belt and Road Initiative expands its economic influence. The US dollar is still the world's dominant reserve currency. Number 10. Quality of life and human rights. The US has higher wages, but higher living costs. China has lower wages but cheaper healthcare and living expenses. The US ranks higher in personal freedoms, while China is more state-controlled. So, who wins? The answer isn't simple. While the US remains the global superpower, China is catching up fast. The real question is, what will the world look like in the next 20 years? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more epic comparisons.